Okay, it's Friday, which is Xur Day. So you go to Nessus, you go up to this top part right here called Watcher's Grave. You come here, it'll spawn you down right here, and you take out on drive. While we're taking this drive, let me know how y'all think about all these exotic stuff. There's another exotic trailer today, weapon-wise. We will go over it tomorrow with the other part info, but tell me what you think about these weapons. I'm actually curious. Um, Personally, I hope there's more to them than just what we see, but we'll know that once it officially comes out. But yeah, so here's Xur. He's in the tree as always. You come and say hi to him. Let's start with the most important thing, the free exotic. Can't wait to see how they're going to make you pay for that later. Um, we've got Arbalest, which is a good linear fusion for PvE, but sadly linears got destroyed in PvE and PvP, especially the energy ones, so they're not as good. And plus there's Wish Ender, which does the same thing for kinetic ammo or primary ammo and doesn't use special, so this kind of becomes useless. Sadly, but that's how it works. Bungie, I don't know what you could do really here, but you should do something. That's all I'm saying. But we got Raiju's Harness. Um, it's okay role I guess for PvP. Kind of, it's kind of more of a PvP role. I mean, you could definitely use it for PvE, but it doesn't work in either. Truthfully, this exotic is kind of shit right now. Um, you can definitely use it for PvP, just to have it where your arc staff, you know, throw it on before you do it, but it wouldn't work in anything important, so it's kind of a useless exotic right now, which kind of sucks, but Bungie for you. They tried to make it better, and they kind of made it worse, so kind of unfortunate there. Aeon Safe is a great exotic for PvE. There's actually a way to use it in PvP. One of the Aeon's perks, I don't remember which one, but works actually really well in PvP, but personally I don't really care for it. Most people don't, so more of a PvE thing, just to get heavy ammo constantly. It's not a bad roll. Good recovery or discipline on this. Probably recovery personally, I'd say, just so you get recovery. It is for the Titans, so it's not bad though. We've got the Stag, which is an actual good PvP and PvE roll. You'd have to put Resil for PvE unless you have max Resil already with other armor that has a lot of Resil. This is good for recov. Not bad for PvP either, so yeah, we'll take it. It's not a bad roll at all by any means. And the Stag is still really good in PvP. It's not as good as it once was, but it is definitely useful. And in PvE, obviously, it's free damage resist, means you can survive longer. You could use this in, like, Pantheon for the best example and survive a little better. It does work. It does help out, so I would recommend it still. It's not half bad. On to the weapons. Actually, let's go on to the hand cannon first, sorry. Hawkmoon has quick draw. It's not bad, but do we have range? We don't have range. We don't have anything to help with range, so personally, wouldn't recommend this weapon. Quick draw is nice, you know, if you want to use a grenade launcher build with it or a bow build, you can definitely use it. Quick draw helps out massively, but personally, I recommend waiting to get a lot more range. Get a quick draw with a lot more range, and this is supposed to be craftable soon. I'm hoping it'll be final shape. This will become craftable. I'm not sure exactly when, but it is supposed to be craftable, so it might be just worth waiting until it's craftable, personally, I think. But yeah. On to the legendary weapons. We've got True Prophecy. Sadly, it has Rangefinder, and personally, I think Rangefinder is a pointless perk on hand cannons. A lot of the other weapons they can still be useful on. Sidearms and SMGs both can benefit from it still. You could probably use it on autos as well, but personally, hand cannons, I feel like it's completely wasted perk, and it's not worth it. So in my opinion, this makes it a horrible True Prophecy. If you don't have one, grab one just to have one, but I think it's pointless. We've got Osmosis, Shepherd Watch. In theory, this could work just to change the gun to an element. If you have like shields and stuff, and you need an extra thing for shields, and it matches your subclass, you could use this. Personally, don't really think it's a good perk. I'd rather have a damage perk or something else, but it technically could be useful. It has a purpose. It's not completely useless. I just don't like it personally. So, you know, could grab it if you want it. Don't really recommend it. We've got Legal Action. By far not a great roll on this thing at any means. Like, Fading Frenzy is not a great perk for PvP. I mean, you could use it in PvE for, you know, ad clearing, but there are so many better pulses right now. Blast Furnace just came back, which is 1,000 times better. It's got so many good perks, so I'd recommend it. It's free. Everyone can get it easily, too, for farming, so I'd recommend that over this. We've got To the Side, which is an okay shotgun for a light, rapid fire, but sadly this roll is shit, so I wouldn't recommend this. If this would have been Accurized, then this would have been Smoothbore or anything with range other than rifled and corkscrew. It would have been the handling one. I mean, Corkscrew is not horrible, but it does take away range. So if it was Accurized, I would have said this is okay. Handling Masterwork is great. You got Elemental for more handling. Eventually, light rapid frame shotguns are supposed to get a buff. I don't know if they'll buff it for PvP, but this could be a decent role for PvP if they actually buff it properly. Like I said, I prefer if it was Accurized here, but, you know, that's decent, I guess. Otherwise, not really worth it, so yeah. Icelis is craftable. I would recommend just using a harmonizer and making it craftable. Um, but it is free right now to farm for stuff, so there is a mission that drops this. I don't know what it is personally at the moment, but yeah. This ain't a bad role by any means, though. For PvP, you could definitely use this. Sadly, Overflow is useless in PvP, so I wouldn't recommend that personally. But everything else here is decent for PvP. I mean, it's not horrible by any means, so you can use this for handling, reload, aim assist, like there's so many different things you can combo this with, so not bad. I mean, it really isn't that bad at all. So it does suck that Overflow, which is useless for PvP, but hey, not a bad role at all. You know, use a harmonizer, make it craftable. It's better that way. Falling Guillotine's not even worth going for these roles anymore. It's free in the onslaught mode. Go and farm it. You're gonna get a better Falling Guillotine than any one of these that can drop. I don't know why these are allowed to drop still, because they suck. We got Memory Interdect, which is not a bad role by any means. Currently, is Blast Radius, if I remember correctly, based on Blast Radius, if you can one-tap a Guardian or not in PvP. The more you have, the more forgiveness you have, so it's easier to one-tap. And it's got Disruption Break, which ain't bad. If the one-tap, you can shoot something else, you know, if it's the last shot. That could work. It's not any crazy roll, but it definitely could be decent. So you go Alloy Casing with this to get a little more velocity, but then Blast Radius Masterwork. So you get 60 even Blast Radius. That's not bad by any means, so I know it seems a bit weird, but trust me, it actually will be decent for PvP. Not the god roll of any sort, but it'll be decent. We got the armor. Let's see it. Oh, it is broken. Ew. Just, oh my god, the armor is trash. Holy cow. The hunter armor is absolute trash. I'm not even going to try to act like one of these armor pieces can be made in anything. These are trash. Don't buy these. Don't use them. They are horrible. Hopefully Warlock and Titans ain't bugged, but I have a feeling they're all going to be bugged. So, F. But these are trash. Do not use. On to the Warlock. Alright, we're on the Warlock. Let's see what the armor looks like. Please don't be bugged. And it is bugged as well. It is trash armor. Don't recommend any of it. It is way too low to make anything worth a shit. Don't use it. On to the Titan. Hopefully the Titan's not bugged as well. Alright, we're on the Titan. Let's see if it's bugged as well. Whew, it is bugged AF. Holy cow. This armor this week, not as bad as the other two characters, but still horrible. All the armor is trash. Don't recommend any of it. It sucks it's bugged. Hopefully Bungie fixes that when they revamp Xur in the final shape. So yeah, that's Xur. He is effed on the armor, and the weapons aren't too great either, so unfortunate. Anyway, it's Trials week. We have Trials this weekend. It's on Eventide Labs, or however you say that, Eventide Labs, whatever it's called. It's one of the new maps in the map pack. It's not a bad map by any means. I like it personally, so yeah, it's that map starting off. It's also, I want to show what it's called. It's also the messenger for the Adept this week, as you can see here, which ain't half bad. It's got messenger's pretty good, but currently LC's rifle's kind of better, but it is different slots, so messenger can definitely still be good because it's kinetic, so it's still good by any means. But LC's rifle is technically better, so yeah. But messenger this week, go farm it, you know, if you want it, get a good roll. If you're lucky, or be unlucky like me, don't get shit. That's Trials. Next week at Dusty, Veiled Threat Emerge. I'm not sure what that means, but that sounds cool. Nightfall, Birthplace of the Vile. Crucible Mayhem plus Map Pack playlist. Raid is Vow the Disciple. Let's go, love Vow. Dungeons is Prophecy. Mission is Presage. And bonus Trials ranks. Alright, that's Xur, that's Trials, and that's the next week in Destiny thing. It looks like the final mission will start next week for the season. I know a lot of people have probably forgotten, but we're in the middle of a season that's not called Into the Light. It is Season of the Wish, and we'll get the final part of it, by the looks of it, next week. So yeah, how about that? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. Do you think these weapons were worth a shit? You think Xur's worth a shit? Because he kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Xur kind of sucks. Y'all have a good day. We out. Adios.